So we got.
I'll be inside.
What? Yeah. Okay. Where are you gonna be sitting?
Wherever I can find a seat.
Okay.
I'll
look for your shirt, if anything. All right. We got Fatbear here. Fatbear, where are you from?
I am from Portland, Oregon.
All right. Do you mind giving me your real name?
Sam Yachmanov.
And your main game?
Well, these days SF4, but historically Third Strike and
right.
CVS2.
Right. That's where I know you from, Third Strike, because I don't really know Street Fighter 4 by any means. So my fondest memory of Sam was my first money match, where you presented me. You ran up to me actually, saying, "Hey."
I knew you were Canadian.
Yeah, you're from Canada. I was like, "Yeah, I am." And then you said,
free, dude.
And then you said, "Well, Canada's not free." Well,
Canada is free.
Which game are you talking about?
Any fucking game.
You want to play?
Canada is free.
Do you want to play?
I don't play games, but I know Canada is free.
All right. And then you pretty much said, "Hey, you're Canadian. Do you want to play a money match?" And I never played a money match before. And then I thought you were a cock. But then you said it's because you had a $5 bill, a Canadian one, which is we have a bright blue $5 bill. And you said you wanted to just get rid of it. So we played, but I wasn't your first money match, actually. I believe that was 2004, perhaps, or maybe 2005.
Yeah.
Green Valley Ranch, I believe.
Oh, it was 2005.
Was it Green Valley Ranch?
Yeah.
I think it was.
2004 was in SoCal.
Was in Pomona, right?
Yeah.
I was there. Well, I didn't meet you there.
Probably, maybe did, but
maybe that's how you remember that I was Canadian.
yeah, maybe.
And I actually saw you play a money match against Ack in one of the hotel rooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you beat him.
That. Yeah.
I think you kicked his ass. I believe you used Yun. I was really scared. I was really scared. I don't remember which character I used.
I do.
Which one was it?
You used Elena.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure you used Elena. I think.
Did I use healing or did I use the second super?
No, I don't remember that.
I just carry through. I used to carry through a lot.
Or no, maybe you used someone. I remember playing somebody.
It's very possible to use Elena.
Yeah.
It's very possible to use Elena, especially if you use Necro or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
And I did end up winning, but then it was just for shits and giggles anyway. But that's what made me realize that you were a really good player, right? From what I recall, you used Yun and Necro. And how high did you normally place at Evo? I mean, I never placed top 8 or anything like that.
Highest placing at Evo that I remember, it was the 2v2. I was with
2 years ago?
Yeah, I guess that was 2 years ago. I teamed up with Bebop.
Thumboy?
No, not Thumboy, Bebop. Bebop 3000 from SoCal.
Who does he use?
He's Oro.
Ooh, that's a tricky character.
And the reason I teamed up with him is because around that time Oro was like my most hated character in the game. So I figured
team with him and one less to play.
Team with the Oro, and there's one less Oro I might have to play against.
Well, you should have teamed with Hung B then.
I should have.
Yeah. So which pool were you in 2009?
I don't remember which pool.
Who else was in your pool?
Ricky.
Ricky. That wasn't the one with 5-star Mike Watts, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you must have pool C then.
Yeah. Oh, and Vinny was in our pool.
I think that was pool C or A.
Vinny beat us. I remember we actually ended up getting farther in the tournament than Vinny and whoever he was with.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So losers
because I think he had to play Justin or Ricky next or something like that.
Do you find it hard playing characters like that? I mean, do you ever get scared?
Against who?
Do you get scared playing like a Justin or a Ricky or a 5-star or a Pyro?
Not too much though. I mean, maybe if you just come like straight from your hotel room and you come down and you realize you got to play against like Justin Wong, maybe the nerves hit you. But if you're in your game, I think you've been playing for a while, you're warmed up. At least for me, the nerves don't come into effect.
How many times have you played Justin in tournament? I like using Justin's example. Everyone knows him.
Justin probably 3 or 4 times in big tournaments. I remember.
You ever beat him?
No, not.
I never have. Not in tournament.
I played him at Evo one year, singles. I remember I picked Yoon. I felt really good. I was thinking about Yoon versus Chun-Li. Got all my strats ready. Got everything.
Did he use Chun-Li?
He mirror matched me with Yoon, and he beat me, which left me pretty salty.
Yeah, his dive kick's really good there.
Yeah, he's got a solid Yoon.
Well, that's surprising. I didn't know that he used Yoon against you there, because typically he uses Chun against Yoons. He usually uses Ken. I recall that. So, what have you been doing the last couple of years? I mean, Third Strike's kind of died down. Yeah,
I've been playing a little bit here and there, but there's only really like 2 people in my city that play still.
And where are you from again?
Portland, Oregon.
And what are the other 2 players? Who are they?
Mackenzie.
Makoto, right?
Makoto, yeah.
There's another guy.
There's Tajiri.
There's a guy here that's from Portland, I think, right now.
This guy, Ray Blade X.
I think it was a white guy who used Ken. He said Mackenzie said hi. I'm not sure, but
There's no, it's not Mackenzie. Mackenzie's not down here. It might have been Ronicle, but
yeah, I know Mackenzie's name. Mackenzie looks like Sabretooth. That's why. I remember that face. I was like, holy shit.
So we got a few players, but I haven't been playing much of that. Mainly just Street Fighter 4. It took me a while to really get into it, but once I decided I wanted to play it seriously.
Did you ever drop Third Strike for Street Fighter 4?
I never really dropped it because of anything other than just a lack of competition.
So you have about 3 main players in the scene right now in Portland.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Geese Master, #1 Geese Master.
Let's say there's about 5 then.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
About 5.
Is that fair? Okay, so was it always about 5? Did it used to be 20?
It used to be a lot. We used to get 25-person tournaments, but that was back in like 2004, 2005. And ever since around then, it's slowly kind of died down. And for a while, Marvel 2 was the only strong game.
You play Marvel as well?
Yeah, I played it for fun. But,
same here. Yeah, I play it badly.
Seriously.
Yeah. I use like MSP, MSS, and I always go for the triangle jump.
Yeah, I played Team Scrub. I played team in Seattle they call it Team Fish Scale. It's a Storm, Sentinel, Cable, which no one respects. I don't even respect that team. It's a shitty team. And I play let's see, Iron Man, Cable, Sentinel. Iron Man, Sentinel, Cable. That's
Iron Man, Sentinel,
team.
Cable. How do you set up Infinite for that? I don't even know how to set that up.
If you just get like 2 hits with Iron Man and you call Cable Assist, you just jump straight, just normal jump Infinite.
Oh, uppercut assist. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right off the Cable Assist, you can get Infinite. And if you get all the solo Infinite stuff down, you can do it off the Sentinel Drone Assist, just cross-ups and stuff.
So Third Strike was your main game?
Third Strike is definitely my main game.
Is that your favorite game?
Second to that, Third Strike was always my favorite game. Although actually I was more accomplished in CVS 2.
That's pretty good.
Just because fewer people played that. But,
Which groove?
A groove.
Which team?
Played Ratio 2 Blanca, Sakura, Dictator.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. That's a really good team.
It is a good team.
You can paint both sides? You can paint both sides?
Yeah, of course.
I can't. I can paint with show with Sakura facing right. And I can only paint with Bison.
How do you do it though? Do you do that?
I do uppercut.
Oh, you do uppercut? Okay, that's what I do too. I just do uppercut over and over again.
Yeah, I mean I can do the rub. I can do the corner rub, but then it does less hits, I think.
Yeah, I could never get that to work actually, so I just do uppercuts.
So you've played like pretty much all the games, so.
Yeah, pretty much. And I used to play Guilty Gear quite a bit too, but mainly just for fun because a lot of people played at my school at Portland State University. There's a gaming club there, and Guilty Gear was the most popular game there, so I picked it up, played. I played Faust and Soul. It was a fun game, but I didn't really get into it like I did Third Strike or CVS 2.
Do you think Third Strike should have like still been an Evo?
No, I mean I understand why it's not an Evo, but I hope it comes back. I think that game can go on forever. I don't think it ever really gets stale.
You think it's gonna come back?
I think it will. I mean, we've got an online edition coming out, and hopefully that'll bring a lot of new players.
I'm trying.
That's what Capcom wants. They wouldn't have done it if they didn't think they could get new players.
Well, that's what I'm trying. But I don't know.
Now we'll see.
So how did you get so good? I mean, I can vouch that you're really good.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me this question. They're like, you have no one to play against, not many people. How did you get so good? Basically, it's just like when you play a game, unless you just have hours and hours and hours to play against tons of different people, like if you lived in Japan or SoCal, what you got to do is, even if you play against someone who's not very good, or if you get your ass beat or whatever, you have to look for both stuff that works and then recognize whether it's actually good or not. Like you can play against the scrub, do some sick looking shit, but if it's actually just stupid dumb shit, you need to be able to recognize that what you're winning with is not actually like gonna help you against good players. And I think I had kind of a knack for recognizing that. So even if I was playing against lesser players, Starcade scrubs or things like that, I still was able to kind of figure out, like just thinking about it logically, like, will this actually work against a good player, or are they just getting hit by it because they suck?
Okay, so which one's more of your main in Third Strike, character-wise? Like absolute main. You're fighting. You're playing Daigo, and
right now,
who are you using?
Right now, absolutely Akuma. But that's actually recent. I didn't start playing Akuma until just before Sunroute Cup in SoCal.
Actually, I remember that. I was in the World Championships last year. I saw the brackets on the wall. I think your name was there.
Yeah, 2009 was it?
It was last year. It was June. It was June last year, 2010. And Sunroute was January 2010.
Okay, yeah. And so yeah, I started playing Akuma like a few months before that, just because I guess I got bored with Yoon. I wanted to master a new character, so I picked Akuma, and that's who I play now, and that's who I'm gonna play when the third strike scene picks up again, as it will, hopefully. Before that, it was Yoon, definitely, and then before that, I was playing Necro exclusively. But Necro is just too much work. You know, you run into Yoons, you run into Chun-Li's, stuff like that.
Oh, Chun-Li's terrible for Necro.
Yeah, Chun-Li's like 9-1 matchup. I want to say it's a 10-0 matchup, but I know you can always win.
I don't know about I might be 8-2. I don't know about 9-1.
I played against like a long set against MOV like 3 years back. Well, last time he came to Evo. I played against MOV, and I couldn't do anything. It was like almost a perfect every round.
Okay, so let's just say someone wants to play third strike and learn Necro.
Yeah.
What do you think they have to get down? What do you think are the need to knows?
Well, the hit confirms. I mean, that's what Necro's all about. It's just it's his hit confirms. It's back medium punch. It's far medium punch.
Right, because the far medium punch is it can super cancel.
Yep,
it can't special cancel.
Cannot
right?
special cancel.
It goes over Shoto low forwards.
It goes over Shoto. It's very high priority. It's very long range. And it's relatively quick.
And which super are you referring to?
That would be Super R3, the Electric Snake.
Stun super.
Yeah.
And you think that's his all-around best super?
I do. I use it for almost all matchups. But I think I do actually use it for all matchups just because the stun potential is so good that if you get one hit confirm, one lucky parry, something like that.
Push him in the corner. You got him half stunned.
In the corner, dash up, and then his corner mix-ups are nothing like Chun-Li or Yoon or Ken or something like that. But he has that opportunity, and you get at least that one opportunity to get a mix-up. And he's got the back hard punch, which has like a kind of glitchy hitbox that avoids throws if you time it right. And
yep, because I think he gets off of his. I think what happens is whenever you lift your front foot off the ground, your body is actually moved back.
Yeah.
So that you can't really throw them from where they were if the front foot was actually on the floor.
Yeah. If you watch his shadow when he does that, which
exactly,
it jerks back.
Same with the Urian stand roundhouse overhead, the Chun-Li stand roundhouse, a lot of Elena's moves, for example.
Yeah.
Right. Things like that. So, what would you say to someone that wants to learn Necro right off the bat in third strike? How much work do you think they have ahead of them?
They got a ton of work. If they got, if they're going up against good people, it's going to be really, really hard.
Does Necro require a lot of parrying?
I think you do. I think you really can't get away with playing Necro unless you're willing to take some risks and go for some parries.
Right. So aside from the stand strong, how do you cancel your super? How do you combo it in?
Well, actually, in some matchups, you can use low short or low jab as a whiff punisher into super. For example, against if Chun-Li whiffs a low forward, this is really hard to do. And if I see low forward and I go for this, I miss it like 4 out of 5 times. But if you hit it, it's awesome. You just whiff, punish the whiff Chun-Li low forward with low jab into super.
Because the hitbox is really low in that one. You know what? I use Necro. I'm definitely not as good as you. I've tried that before and I can do it. But my problem doing that is that even if the jab doesn't hit you, I still get the super. Does that happen to you often?
That happens a little bit.
Is that the main problem?
Yeah, that's a problem. You just got to do it really, really fast so that you make sure you get all the super motion out during that whiff animation of the jab if you do whiff it. But the other way is just parry and then do like bread and butter combo, which is back medium kick, medium. Whatever.
Yeah. Let's assume some of the people watching have no idea how to use Necro yet.
Yeah, so you just back medium kick and then quarter circle forward, medium punch to get the 2-hit span, and then cancel the second hit into super.
Okay.
That's good. And the third way, well, if you're playing Super R1 in certain matchups, and a lot of people like to do this against the twins. I play Super R1 sometimes. If you get a throw in the corner, you get standing medium punch into super, and you get all the hits of the super, and it does like 45% damage against the twins, just off a normal throw in the corner.
You mean like a reset?
No, not a reset.
Throw in the corner and then...
I believe it's medium punch into super. It doesn't reset.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right.
Just hit.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Super at 1, not super at 3. Super
you're juggling with... Yeah, I keep thinking it was doing super. So, is it safe to say that you should use the snake against the characters that jump a lot? Or even players that jump a lot?
Oh, you mean the
sorry, no, yeah, the magnetic storm.
Yeah.
Magnetic storm.
Yeah, against very jumpy characters like that, because it's very good anti-air.
What about jumpy players?
Jumpy players, I wouldn't worry too much about that because, I mean, you still got your whole array of anti-airs. And Necro actually has quite a few options. He's got crouching medium punch, which comes out extremely fast and hits quite high in the air. and if they parry it, they can't hit you because you just retracts and you're too low.
And you can parry their counterattack anyway.
Parry their counterattack
and then go in the bread and butter if you want to.
And then you got to go into the bread and butter if you can time that. It's a little tricky to parry, jump in, and get the standing move, but you can always go low, short, and super. That's a lot easier to time because they land on it after you parry their air move.
All right, so let's just say you're using Necro or someone's learning Necro, and someone new, and their opponent is a Shoto who whiffs like a Shoryuken, a fierce one.
Okay.
What's the best punish that they can do? Let's assume they have no meter.
If they have no meter,
Because the most important thing is do as much damage as you can.
Yeah.
Right. If you have no meter, you're still going. It might be a different combo all of a sudden than if you did have meter.
If you have no meter at all, if they whiff like a fierce dragon punch, the best thing to do is the fierce quarter circle forward hard punch, and then I'll get the 3-hit spin move, and then you can go into probably back medium punch into the light punch one, and it'll knock them down.
Is that more than fierce spin punch into fierce electricity? I
think that against certain characters, yeah, actually that's probably the best one.
I'm not sure if it's character specific. Right?
It is. That actually is character specific. Against certain characters,
it might even be only in the corner. I don't even know.
No, it's not corner only. Against certain characters, you can't do the fierce electricity, but you can do the medium punch electricity, which does almost as much. And so, yeah, that's probably the most damaging, especially against a character like Chun-Li, who gets hit by like 5 hits of the electricity or something. It does massive damage to her. And of course, if you stun them, that's probably the best thing to do. But you got to taunt first, because Necro's taunt gives him a damage bonus on his next combo. So.
As long as he doesn't whiff anything, right? Or
no, you can whiff. You can whiff normals.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
You can whiff normals. And I think they can even block you, actually. But you can't be hit. And you can't block. If you block anything or get hit by anything, you lose your bonus. But I believe they can even block your attacks and you still get it.
I didn't know that. Is that different for other people?
That's how it applies for Ken. I haven't actually tested that with Necro. But for Ken, he can whiff. He can.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He can poke you, and if you block it, he still has his bonus on his next solid hit.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I had no clue. So I'm running out of time.
Yeah,
so you're gonna get Third Strike Online Edition?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're still gonna stick with Necro?
No, I'm gonna be playing Akuma mostly. I'll play some Necro too, just for fun. But
what are you most excited about in terms of 3SOE coming out?
I just hope the game's more accessible to people with the trial mode and everything like that. And I just hope the online mode. I'm not gonna play online, but I hope it gives other people a chance to practice against a lot of people and pick up the game, and it'll just hopefully bring a lot more players to the scene.
All right, you want to give anyone shout outs before this video ends?
Shout outs to Canada for taking my money, even though it's
$5
anything in America.
It was $5. It was
yeah,
$5.
It was $5 Canadian, which at that time in like 2004 was worth like $2 US. So
who's laughing now? All right. Well, thanks a lot, Fatbear.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.